Okay. What are these things that I've pinned? I really need to start noting down what I've pinned. An ant killing you is low, but it's never 0%. Fair enough. What are all these quest markers? I mean, pins that I've put down. We'll never know. What is the next quest I want to do? I think we do this one. I thought I was just solving a puzzle the other day when I was playing off screen. And then it turned into a world quest. My bad. So let's do this. This is probably the closest. Hopefully. Maybe? I don't really know where I am. Can I turn my world level down by 1? You want to join? Not right now, at least. Because I'm just going to be doing world quests.
I'm good.
What is this? Well, first you'll need to touch the gold iridescent inscription, but seeing as you've already pressed down the lesser shadow pin words. I should find a time when I play with viewers. It may be fun. Okay, what are we doing with this quest? Beneath the crystal rock, touch the inscription. Help Tidu solve the shadow pin issue and reinforce the seal placed upon the abyss. Whatever that means. I did it! An iridescent inscription. So that shiny golden stuff has a name. Now that you mention it, I think we've seen them before. Yeah, over near where Mualani lives, I messed with some whole wall glyph thing. You have? In Natlan? That's not something that ordinary travelers or adventurers often see. Sir, I see a puzzle, I solve it. Simple as that. Ancient legends tell that before the idea of Natlan was even born, when this land was ruled by ancient dragons, the language by which they wielded phlogiston was these iridescent inscriptions. These days, none understand the meaning hidden in these lights. Only the golden engravings scattered across Natlan remain to mark the trail of those ancient dragons. Wait. So, you know how to work it, but not how it works? We cannot decipher the meaning of the inscriptions, but the ways we use phlogiston are the same, so we do understand it on that level. Let me try to explain. So, Liwa has those mysterious adeptal mechanisms. Yes, yeah, but difference. The adepti, or at least some of them, are still alive. And while humans don't know the principles underlying their functions, they can still make use of them. That's more or less what I'm talking about, despite the imperfect analogy. So that's it. Just find more of the arrows? I can do that. What is it? You're so cute. Koishi, do you like those shiny golden things? Roar. They're not for eating, though. I don't think you can eat the shiny glowing things. Paimon doubts they could be eaten anyway. But still, watch what you chow down on now, alright? So much to say that we'll need this shiny iridescent inscription to push the pin back down, right? Correct. Think of the inscription as an eggshell that has been shattered by the expanding abyss. We'll need to find the broken shards and fix the shell. Only then can the abyss within be sealed away. That's a better analogy than the last. Agreed. That was way simpler to get. Still, this was easier than our last go-round. We lost loads of time running around looking for scattered golden patterns earlier. Wait, what? You mean at the last pin you saw? Oh no. Can we even guarantee the integrity of the iridescent inscriptions anymore? I don't know. I'm not the expert. That is your job, not mine, sir. Seems so. Wait. So this complete version is the more common state then? I must say I'm impressed that you managed to repair one in such a state. We're pros at this. Don't you worry. Do I understand what I did last time? No. But I did it. And that's good to hear. Well, if you're ready, Storm, please touch the inscription beneath the pin. We've got to collect as much of the inscription's power, scattered as it is around the stone pillars, as we can. Of course, the abyss will resist, so please be careful. Indwell with a Tapetlosaurus to start the challenge. There isn't one around here? Oh, there it is. Got it. Let's do this. I'm just gonna break these things and hope this is what we're meant to be doing. It is working so far. Enter. Are you allowed to join? You didn't hear the answer? I'm not gonna lower my world level right now, so not today. Oh, I did the wrong thing. That was a bomb. Am I on the suit? Get out. Drop down. Interesting. You can do that on ceilings. Learned new things today. Watch out, enemies incoming. It looks like you'll have to take care of them. Yeah, I'll
Gather.
fight me, dogs. Where'd you go? Busted.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Overruled. This is where you laid bare.
I would like you to go away now, sir. Okay, goodbye. Oh. Is it done? Well, it stopped making the annoying noise, so I assume it's done. We did it. The 2 shadow pins have been plunged back into the earth. Roar. Nice work. Another round of applause couldn't hurt. I'll clap my hands till they fall off if I could, but then I couldn't write another story, so forgive me for not doing so. Still, I assure you that in my heart, naught but bones remain attached to my wrists. This quest takes about an hour? Oh. Roar. That's so weird, because all of the other quests I've done for Pebble have been like so quick. It's kind of creepy. Wait, what did that line say? Yeah, that's getting kind of creepy. Really? And here I thought that kids these days like their stories with a little dash of darkness. Okay, fair enough. I feel like you're judging me, T2, and I don't appreciate it. Watching the shadow pin burrow back into the ground really takes a load off my soul. Takes a load off your soul? Did you break them? Are you the one who broke them? Long-standing tradition dictates that we now only need to check the 3rd lesser shadow pin and the greater shadow pin, and we can call this a job well done. Abyss successfully busted, not to mention for a good long time. Not to return, not mention. I'm okay. I can read. The rest of this trip should be quite safe, so feel free to come along and chat with me. I'd like to know the heroes I'm inscribing into our tribe's stories later. I mean, stories better, you know? Maybe I can't read. Hold on, I need a drink. Man, I brought 3 drinks with me and I'm 1.5 down already. Does not bode well. In that case, you've got to say something like this. The mighty Paimon was as tall as a mountain. In that case, I'd like to be as large as 2 mountains. I actually would not. I would like to be average sized, thank you. No mountains were needed in the telling of this story. Roar, roar. Hey, what do you mean by that, little guy? You want to be as tall as 3 mountains? Roar. Ah, Kawishi, you truly are a saurian of prodigious appetites. Sure. In that case, my brave warriors, Paimon as tall as a mountain, Storm with the stature of 2, and Kawishi who has the bulk of 3. How do we get anywhere if we're all that large? Would you kindly come with me, T2, the poor little human-sized dwarf, to check on that last lesser shadow pin? Sure. People are gonna read our tale later and be like, what on earth happened in our country? Why are there even larger giants? How does one get over there? I can just teleport. I'm an idiot. I'm here now? I definitely don't need to keep turning those things on. But it's so satisfying to turn them on and trigger the little ring thing. Just like I don't need to collect these. But I will. Infuse with phlogiston. I need to borrow you. Thank you. Where am I? What was the point of that? Oh, I see it. Found it. Okay, camera. I would like to be able to see where I'm going. Oh, okay. Well, that's something. Goodbye, Saurian.
This shall not be my fate.
I hate when they force you into the cutscene, and then if you're dropping, you just die. That's unfortunate. Wonderful. It's solid, almost as if it was grown from the very soil, more robust even than the roots of the great mother tree that grows beneath the scions of the Canopy's mountain cliffs. That sure was a sentence. Now I can head back and take up my shift in peace. Of the 3 lesser shadow pins, the most reliable you remained. If I should ever pen a tale about the pins transforming into lovely tribeswomen, you shall be the loveliest amongst them. Why would you ever write that, though? What a weird fanfic that would be. Hey, you guys know those relics that, like, keep the abyss away from us and they're absolutely massive glowing rocks? What if they were women? Wow. So you were the one most interested in stone pillars all along, huh? Shocking. Hey now, that is ignorant speaking. Here in Natlan, we believe that pure spirit and intelligence dwell within all things. For us, things taking on human form is a most traditional theme. Sir, you would get along really well with Yae Miko. I can introduce you. For example, the tale of a beech tree's shadow that transformed into a young woman and a young flower feather clan tribesman who fell from the sky, or the story of a man who was human by day but would morph into a saurian under the moonlight at night. Many are the ways such tales are told, but they're all variations on that same theme I spoke of. Is that really true? Well, that is what a lot of stories say. That much I'll swear to, as the one who tells tales. I love that they needed to put storyteller as like a little cliff note. One who tells tales, i.e. storyteller, in case you couldn't get that. Wait, what about the Shadowpin story then? There's no real shadow of the Volcano Lord, is there? And if the shadow is the abyss, then what is a pin, really? Oh, you're a lot sharper than I thought, little Paimon. Let's see. Where should I start with such a story? Long ago, the mountain range where the children of Echoes made their home was not as it is today. It was more normal, more complete, more lovely. Everything changed when the Conrian catastrophe struck. Everything changed when the Fire Nation invaded. The Conrian catastrophe? Indeed. Natlan's ley lines were always special and somewhat delicate, and so this calamity brought utter devastation. They say that the Night Kingdom was severely damaged in that disaster, and the totem pole's lights grew dim. The Wayob, I forget how they pronounce this, could not hear the tribe's cries. And up on land, a dark tide of disaster blazed toward the mountain range, brought on by 2 Conrian soldiers. It was they who were the source of the troubles. Conrian soldiers? That's right. At the time, the tribe's leader had gone forth to the lone island in the west to resist the giant beasts. Elder Traori had no choice but to contend with the abyss and those 2 abject Conrians. Having to read the white text on the traveler's white outfit is not the best. Not the best. Finally, the tribe's warriors and saurians, exhausting their spirit, flesh, and blood, found a way to use the iridescent inscription, fashioning giant stone nails out of solid phlogiston. And Elder Traori, who was first to leap into the dark pit, crying, "If the abyss should ensnare death, let us flip the script. With death and sacrifice, we shall ensnare the abyss." And did that work for him? Or did he just die? The brave warriors followed him in, and after much sacrifice, the abyss was, at last, sealed beneath the earth. This is the true tale of the past. Even the children of Echoes, who excavate solid phlogiston and gems for a living, know that the phlogiston around the stone nails must remain untouched. So that's the story. The phlogiston around the nails is made out of people. Okay. That happened 5 centuries ago, and yet you made it sound like it was something you saw yourself. That's a storyteller's duty. I love my work. And amongst all the tales I tell, I love the stories of these heroes the most. I'm not a nimble fellow, nor am I the best fighter. If anything, I'm the furthest thing from a hero. But when I tell their stories, I feel like I'm right there, traveling, adventuring, and fighting alongside them. I feel them smile upon me, egging me on, as if standing in the shadows of the bonfires, listening to me as they would a friend bragging of their exploits. And perhaps that's how I fight alongside them, by ensuring that their stories will be passed down and remembered from generation to generation. Roar! I love that he pats his little tum-tum. Wait a second. So, what does that elder's story have to do with the Volcano Lord, and why do Shadowpins have that name? Huh? Still thinking about that, Paimon. It's simple. It's just a little play on words commonly done in many stories. It's called a shadow pin because it pins shadows. Easy, right? Even Koishi is calling you on that. Wow, the two of you made the same noise. That's not where Paimon thought this was going. What the heck? Wait, what's going on? You're shaking up and down, Storm. Was it like a bomb or something? It's the ground that's shaking, Paimon. Wait, what's going on? I blame T2's awful Come on, my joke wasn't that disastrous. It's the big shadow pin. That's where the tremors are coming from. Something's wrong. Come on, we need to get back there. All right. Why did this? We drove all 3 lesser pins into the ground, but the Abyss's influence is getting stronger. That's impossible. The Woven Scroll stories clearly state that things our experiences do not prepare us for do sometimes happen. It's more accurate to say that accidents happen so often that even Paimon stopped being surprised. I feel like at this point we should just expect things to go horribly wrong. And then if they ever don't go horribly wrong, it'll be a happy moment and also a first. Could it be that some change has overtaken the Abyss, surging within the ley lines, causing its resistance to grow stronger? Either way, it feels like something terrible's happening down there. Why don't we try getting a closer look? Well, there he goes. Please do, Storm.